Hi folks, I hope you're well. So, video I did earlier was talking about the fact of the mirror, not the mirror church, the one before that. Talking about the fact that people hate the idea that if you don't judge, you won't be judged, because they want people to be judged. Unfortunately, that is true. But for me, as I say, no, I don't want people to be judged, because straight away, if someone is judged, they go to hell. Anyone who is judged, you go to hell. There won't really be, I don't think there'll be anyone who is judged that won't go to hell. I don't think it's likely. Yes, okay, we could say, yeah, but if you're judging people righteously, well, then you're not really judging people, are you? But even if you're judging people righteously, okay, but then are you really being judged? No. You're not. It's just about you saying that you were a wonderful person and therefore you're going to go to heaven. That's not you being judged, is it really? It's not really you judging the other people, because if you're saying that person is doing a good job, you know, they still need to learn things. Yeah, that's true. Okay, you're speaking truth. You're not judging someone. Judging someone is more about condemning. That's really what judging is about, isn't it? Really, it's more about condemning. So therefore, as I say, banning someone from church is condemning, because in the view of church, without church, you don't stand a chance. Even today, speaking to that young lady, Chris was saying, you're better off without church. And the lady was saying, oh no, you need fellowship. Fellowship is an absolute must. You must have that fellowship. So being banned from church is, as far as the church is concerned, is making you have no chance at all to go to heaven. From their point of view, that is condemnation. Complete condemnation. They want you to go to hell because of what you've done. Yeah. Well, if God says to you, the only church he wants you to go to is that church, and they ban you, then you have no church. And if they say, and it's true, if what they say, that you have to have a church to have a chance to go to heaven, and they're banning you from church, then that's condemnation, isn't it, really? And in society, when they want to counsel people, counselling people is what? Condemnation. Is it? Yeah, and when they make you to go to jail, that's condemnation, isn't it, really? That's not just judging, that's a punishment as well. Condemnation is about judging and punishment. So therefore, going to hell is, and banning people from church is punishment. Yes? So, no, as I say, I don't want people to be judged, because I know that people don't stand a chance. They don't. Generally speaking, okay, you can't say for absolute certainty that no one will survive judging, but generally speaking, yeah. Yeah. And actually, that judging is going to be I can't be absolutely certain, but I think certainly in the high majority of cases, instantaneous. There will not be a point where you are standing in front of God and you are having to make a decision as to what your judgment should be. No, I think that decision will be made even before you die. I think you will know exactly what your destination is going to be. I think that will be there already. I don't think people that go to hell are that surprised when they get there. Not really. There would be a bit of shouting, a bit of screaming, a bit of, I shouldn't be here sort of crap. But then after a few seconds, their mind will remind them why they're there. And so, yeah. To me, it's the most horrendous thing. I would never want someone to be judged, because the consequences of that are just horrendous. And yeah, you don't really want that to be the case. That's horrendous. Yeah, the absence of God, the complete and utter absence of God. No. Why would you wish that upon anyone? What's the reality? You wouldn't, would you? You wouldn't wish that on anyone. But this is what I'm saying. So this is what I say. Okay. I saw something on Facebook earlier that in the 30th of September, I contacted a company called the Wooden Hut. It's called. They make wooden rings and that sort of stuff. And I was speaking to them about making rings for husband and wife. And with each ring, there should be half of a heart on it. So when you put the rings together, boom, it's a whole heart. I thought, okay, that'd be interesting. See if they can do that. And the person says, no, we can't do that. Maybe contact these people instead, because maybe they can do it. Yeah. And that was, I think about 11 days after I met Mrs. B. Right? I didn't even know she was a Mrs. But again, when I realised that, okay, that's when things started. My relationship with God as it is right now, and learning how to walk as a son and everything that's completely new in my life now. And I also realised that the Father said to me, he wanted me to have her as my wife in the future, or have no one. Maybe I would actually say no one. Because again, she asked the pastor to ban me from the church. Therefore, for her view and what she believes, she was hoping for me to go to hell for that. For thinking that she was the one that God was talking about, my wife, years before. Okay? Because of that, she wanted me to go to hell. So would I want her to be my wife in the future? No. Absolutely not. I couldn't think of any other person that I would wish less for that than her, really. And simply because of that. So, yeah. So I have no interest. And that's why, as I say, I think that's probably why it is the case that when I went to the church to speak to the pastor, and she was apparently standing right in front of me, I did not recognise her at all. I didn't notice her at all. Because she to me is less than nothing. She's worse to me than dog shit on my shoe. Because of that. But do I want her to be judged because of that? No. No, not at all. Do I want her to go to hell for that? No. No chance at all. Because that... Oh. No. No, I don't want anyone at all to go to hell. I don't care what that person has done. I don't care. Going to hell is... Oh, it's going to be so bad. And as I said... yeah, people kill themselves because there's no hope in this world for them. But bloody hell. If they kill themselves and then go to hell, oh my God. It's even worse for that person than it was living in this world. Because, yeah, they will know when they were living there was actually hope. Because in hell there really is no hope. There really is no joy. There really is no peace or sound mind. No. So, wanting people to be judged? No. No, no, no. Not at all. That is horrendous. No. So I've had in my dreams where I've had situations where I've come across bullies in my dreams. And I've done something to them. Yeah, I've spoken God's word. And in my dream I had the power of his word. And what I said it happened. So therefore, yeah, I wanted to hurt that person because that person was a bully. And he was trying to bully me. And yeah. And again, when I was waking up, I was thinking, oh, come on. I can't do that to someone. No. Okay. Sometimes maybe you have to do something. Maybe. If you've got the power, then you've got the power for a reason. And sometimes you have to do something. Yes. But, as God says, do the less thing you have to do. The less thing you have to do. The worst thing you can do is actually kill someone and stop their heart or something like that. You can tell their heart to stop. Okay, you could do that. Yes, you could. Yeah. If they're trying to bully you, then you can do that. Or if they're saying nasty things all the time about people, you can do that. You can stop their heart. But also, you could stop their voice. That will still stop them, but it's a less thing to do, and it won't hurt them too bad, and they can learn from that. Yes. Telling their heart to stop, they can't learn from that, can they? And yeah, again, sometimes yes, yeah, Everyone has this. Sometimes we get really offended by things and we want to judge. But again, God says, how much grace and mercy can you use? And that's the point, really. That's basically yeah. Luke 6 was saying that as well, really. Yeah. It is so sad when you think that people want to hurt each other. And there's so much pain in people. And that's the reason why people want to judge, want people to be judged, because of the pain in them. Yeah. So again, do I want those people to be judged? No, because it's better to ask God to help them with that pain. Because without that pain, will they still want people to be judged? Maybe not. Maybe not. And yeah. That's why, when Luke 6 and other scripture says you're supposed to love your enemies, well, the reality is, why even see people as that? As I said, I did a video years ago, around about 2022, this was, 2022-23, saying your mind is your enemy. The biggest enemy you've got is your mind, because it is. Oh yes, it really is. That is the biggest enemy of people, is that mind. So, loving your enemy? There's no one who's worse than your mind. Because basically, when people kill themselves, it's their mind telling them to do it. Yeah. And when you do stupid things, it's your mind telling you to do it. When you do nasty things, it's your mind telling you to do it. And your mind wants you to your mind wants you to don't like God anymore, because your mind says things like it's God saying and it's not true, and therefore you can't trust God. Your mind wants you to not trust God. Is there any person who's worse than your mind? No. But most people trust their mind. Most people love their mind. So if the biggest enemy that you have, that you love, then you can love every person, can't you? Because no one is worse than that. So there you go. Nearly 20 minutes, so I will leave you now. Be blessed and be a blessing. Bye bye.